in the heart of ancient Egypt, over 3,300 years ago, a young boy named Tutankhamun ascended to the throne of one of the most powerful empires in history. He was just 9 or 10 years old, and the crown that rested upon his head was heavy with the weight of his ancestors' legacy. His father, the controversial pharaoh Akhenaten, had drastically changed Egypt by rejecting the worship of the traditional gods and promoting a new religion centered around Aten, the sun disk. This radical move had plunged Egypt into chaos, leaving the people disillusioned and the religious order in disarray. When Tutankhamun took the throne in 1332 BC, he was too young to rule on his own, so he was guided by powerful advisors, most notably A.Y., a vizier who would later become Pharaoh himself, and Horemheb, a respected military commander. Together, these men helped the boy king navigate the complexities of ruling a fractured kingdom. Tutankhamun's reign, though short, became one of restoration. He reversed his father's religious reforms and brought Egypt back to worship of its traditional gods, with Amun, the chief deity, at the center. Temples that had fallen into disuse were rebuilt, and the capital was moved back to Thebes, the city of Egypt's religious heart. Though Tutankhamun's youth meant that much of this change was orchestrated by his advisors, his reign marked a return of stability after years of religious and political turmoil. But while Tutankhamun was a king, he was also a boy growing up in the gilded halls of Egypt's palaces. He learned to wield a chariot, practiced archery, and wore the finest clothes made of linen and gold. However, his life was not without hardship. Recent studies of his remains suggest that he had numerous health problems, possibly due to the inbreeding common in royal families of the time. He had a cleft palate, a curved spine, and suffered from a condition that likely caused him to walk with a cane. Tutankhamun's life came to a sudden and mysterious end when he was about 18 or 19 years old. The exact cause of his death remains unclear, though modern scans of his mummy revealed a broken leg, some leading to speculate that he might have died from an accident or complications from an injury. Others believe he may have succumbed to an illness such as malaria, which was common at the time. After his death, Tutankhamun was buried in a tomb in the Valley of the Kings, as was custom for the pharaohs of the New Kingdom. His tomb was hastily prepared, likely because his death was unexpected. Yet, it was filled with treasures fit for a king. Golden statues, intricately carved jewelry, weapons, and chariots. The most iconic of all these treasures was his golden funerary mask, which was placed over his mummified face, symbolizing his divine transformation in the afterlife. For centuries, Tutankhamun lay in peaceful obscurity, nearly forgotten by history. Many of the tombs in the Valley of the Kings had been looted long ago, their riches stolen by grave robbers. But somehow, his tomb remained largely untouched. It wasn't until November 1922 when British archaeologist Howard Carter made a remarkable discovery that the world was introduced to the Boy King once more. After years of searching, Carter and his team unearthed the entrance to Tutankhamun's tomb, hidden beneath centuries of debris. As Carter peered into the tomb for the first time, by the light of a flickering candle, his breath caught in his throat. When asked what he saw, he famously replied, "Wonderful things." Before him lay a treasure trove of ancient artifacts, perfectly preserved for over 3,000 years. Tutankhamun's tomb was filled with over 5,000 items, including golden coffins, ceremonial beds, and elaborate thrones. The tomb was a time capsule of the ancient world, offering a glimpse into the life and death of an Egyptian pharaoh. The discovery captivated the world, sparking what became known as Tutmania, a global fascination with ancient Egypt and its mysterious treasures. Though Tutankhamun's reign was brief and his achievements modest compared to other pharaohs, the discovery of his tomb made him one of the most famous figures in history. His legacy endures not through great conquests or monumental buildings, but through the wonder and mystery surrounding his life and the breathtaking artifacts he took with him to the afterlife. And that's a wrap, guys. I hope you found this video informative and entertaining. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel for more history topics. Your support means the world to me. Remember, NTH is all about sharing interesting things that went down in history. So stick around for more real-life stories that happened in the past. Now, until next time, I still remain your girl, Nene. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep exploring. Bye for now.